8. Vacillating. My pendulum swings between status quo and changing my agreements. Vacillating. Teetering between being fine with the status quo and glad to have my family, house, job, and all the accoutrements of a successful life, or giving up on myself, blaming, and remaining unhappy, angry, and suffering. I was not in a place where I realized that I could actually have a voice and stay in relationship. Knowing now, responsibility is all mine. I create my environment. Now embracing the belief that I recreated childhood drama in relationship, I am finding healing as an adult. According to Getting the Love You Want, a guide for couples by Harville Hendrix, it doesn't matter how loving your parents are. No one person can ever fulfill all the needs and expectations of another human being. Each individual, regardless of their background, may struggle with the universal issue of unworthiness, a sense of shame, or of not being enough. For others, this concept is not even in their realm of consciousness. My pendulum continues to swing between status quo and changing, i.e., for me, this meant getting a divorce. Not realizing the choice to have a voice was mine all along, and realizing later that if I had the option to leave, I also had the choice to stay. I didn't give myself permission to own my own power. It was easier to condemn myself to a world of no acknowledgement. That was my punishment for living. I read the book Too Good to Leave, Too Bad to Stay by Mira Kirshenbaum multiple times. I made spreadsheets and checklists and double and triple checked, answering yes to 90% of the questions that said to go. I had to read the book again and again just to make sure before I broke my world and the world of my children and husband apart. Vacillating. Leaky wife. Leaky pen, leaky wife, leaky life, leaky strife. Blots on the page turn into matter, and nothing is turned into something symbolic, but I know not what I write, only that language and predefined shoulds stand in the way of feelings that pervade and abound in my heart, chest, soul, and mind. Father-daughter. Could it be the lack of father-daughter relationship that causes the consternation, the loss, the void? Maybe it's not husband-wife that is the culprit. Suffocating. Is it true that life begins at 30, defining, searching, conforming to society's mold, tried and true did not work for me, screaming for release to get out of this hold, suffocating pressure on my lungs collapsing, get me out of this box before it goes into the ground forever with worms rotting, mold gathering, immobilized by fear and expectations that will be torn from all that seems is not real. Only my pending death will motivate me away from the constrictive boards pressing against my face. Get out, run away. Balloon dancing. Balloon dancing, my son jumping joyfully from couch to chair, a knight avoiding the alligators on the floor, my daughter giggling, a princess sliding to the next precariously tipping pillow, exuberant laughter bubbles into the living room, indigo girls playing closer to fine. Being present is a wonderful gift. Thankful for their vessels that fill me up and make me feel trite at the nonsense going through my head. I turned 37 today. Rinse, repeat. Rhythmic cycles, stand, breathe, work, sleep, walk, wonder, rinse, repeat. Evolving awareness, focus, shifting, despair over parental issues, compete and conquer the challenges of marital issues. Acquiescing to the benefits of being married. Changing at a moment's notice. Rinse, repeat. Speak up. Deception's so subtle, just a little lie here and there. Don't use me as your excuse when you don't want to go. Have clarity, stand up. Although easy to say, as my myriad excuses spill into the void, blaming you, I can't seem to stand up for myself. Cadence. Crinkly velvet shades rests beneath my thighs and back as thoughts trail lazily around the labyrinth of my mind, experiencing sadness and joy exquisite simultaneously. How precious life is, how soon our bodies age, and I've no one to share these patterns of growth, these moments of lucidity with anyone other than my children, my brother, my sisters, my mother, my father. How long can they continue to hear the same thing, adjusting to my cadence of repetition before they too say, enough of your silliness, be gone?